Okay, I'm back. We are live. Sorry about that. Clear my throat. And hopefully everything is working, and hopefully you can hear me as you join in. And it's been an eventful, busy few weeks. I'm back in the lab, so I figured why not cover some of the trip from the summer. And here we have, I believe, in New Mexico still, on the way to Utah, one of the buttes, the massive towers that, what is it? Is it an ancient fort? Is it an ancient tower? Is it an ancient Titan tree stump? Is it all of the above? I'm not sure. What do you think as you see this? And these are power lines that we're driving by at a high speed, but my phone was still able to capture, and almost looking like megalithic layers, very block-like, structure-like on top. It's a fascinating one, to say the least. And the whole area is just littered with such suspect geology, sus geology, as I like to call it. And it's kind of mind-blowing. Another big butte in the back there. I guess Canyon Head or Dike. Oops. And oh, I believe that's actually Shiprock, possibly. As maybe not. We will be getting to Shiprock. Alex, my man, good to see you, brother. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you, and hopefully I make it to California soon. But in the meantime, New Mexico, Utah, going back again next summer, every summer, hopefully, and very, very block-like layering in this quote-unquote sedimentary sandstone. I don't necessarily believe that's what causes it, and I myself minored in geology in post-secondary in one of my stints. Anthony Williams, good to see you as well, my friend. Hope you are doing good. And yeah, so what is this butte? What do you think it is, and how does it get such pile up? Like, it's fascinating. What's buried beneath? I don't know. I would like to know, but here you see some of the rubble, the big pieces, but then all of this sand, debris, is it just erosion? Decades of erosion, or I should say millennia, not just centuries. And more of these buttes, and are they something more? Are they monuments? Are they statues? Right? It looks like someone tried to bury it. I agree, Anthony. And that, are there entrances that are covered up at the bases that are buried? And how do, like, are these statues? They look pretty much like monuments. Is that an eye, a nose, a mouth, an anthropomorphic figure, possibly? An eroded sphinx? I'm not sure. But very, very suspect geology, to say the least. And it's all throughout these quote-unquote Badland Canyon land areas, and why are they called monuments, so many of them? And all in national parks or restricted areas for the most part. Very, very suspect, to say the least, what we are looking at. And, well, it only gets wilder from here, my friends. And you can see it's all very block-like. Very, very block-like geology. And are we looking at something more than meets the initial eye or the official narrative? Ready for 17? Hi, all. Thanks for joining in from Rumble. Right, and I believe they probably are connected to star forts. Very bastion fort-like protrusion here. And then what is this ridge line of debris all the way down? Is that something else buried? Potentially, or from massive floods that eroded these structures at one point, potentially. Very monolithic and very sphinx-like or guardian-like. Definite terracing. Astrolab, good to have you. Thanks for joining in today. As we keep going along here, right? Like, and was that like white limestone on top? Often like the Grand Canyon, potentially. The headstone? Never know. But I would like to know, because it is suspect. Oh, here we got an even clearer one. Now that's looking even more head-like. Very, very suspect. And rectangle head? Monolith? Is that another face there? Are they giant totems, potentially? Definitely from the last mud flood, right? Like, that's what all of this is right here. Giant flood, and then the mud that's left over from the tsunami, the sediment from retreating waters of a flood. And very face-like, very face-like, very, very face-like. Very suspect geology, to say the least. All right, how many pictures did I take of two monuments? Never enough. All the angles. Very block-like again. And then these mountains, I believe, are the Ute Mountains. And lots of legends and those, including potentially the Aztec gold being buried in these mountains here. Oh, there we go, a little bit clear, although there's some brush fires and forest fires, so it's a bit smoky there for the clarity, but you can kind of see, make them out. Again, it's between New Mexico and Colorado here. Kind of pyramidal almost. And I guess it's a sleeping warrior too, or something. Maybe the face. Something like that from one angle. Or maybe that's the face head. I'm not sure. But known in the native legends for such. And then again, like, so there's that one from before. And now looking at the next bank, and very suspect geology again from a former mud flood, probably. And what were these? What That's looking bastion-like, almost star fort-like right here. And very block-like geology. And what is buried underneath these? Potential pyramids or mounds, maybe? Again, very block-like everywhere throughout all of these formations. Very, very block megalithic-like structures. Suspect Geology 101, prime example right here. Oh, exactly, Astrolabs. Very, very, like, so vast in scope and size. Like, this is New Mexico, and it goes all the way through Colorado into all of Utah, all of Nevada, and everywhere. It's wild, this area. And like when you think of Baalbek or Egypt, very similar styles. Are these ancient castles from giants and titans, potentially? Oh, there's Bernie stopping at the Colorado weed store on the road. They rejected me because I didn't bring my passport. I just had my driver's license. And they're like, nope. Valid to drive on the road, not valid to buy legal marijuana in Colorado. Next time I know. Bring the passport, the whole trip well. And then look at this red soil. Is this biogeology? Is this iron from Titan bloods? Maybe. But it's very iron oxide ground and formations everywhere. Soil. Ute Mountains again in the distance. Sorry if I'm just clicking through here. Some good old Colorado farmland, more formations, and grain farm, granary. Deal. Just you're gonna have to pay for my ticket there. Just kidding. Maybe. Where is Pierce? And potentially. Okay, now we are getting, I believe, into Utah. Edge Utah. Yes, getting into the Canyonland side of stuff. Again, very block-like, very symmetric. Megalithic potentials. Cochise County, Utah, New Mexico, or Colorado? Which one? Is it close to the Beehive? Here we got the Beehive now in Utah. And, well, on TikTok, my Beehive short, it went kind of viral. Got 61,000 views or 65 at this point. Kind of sweet. Part 2, only a couple hundred. Arizona, even better. All right. Well, I'm going to have to do that. Extend my trip next summer. 2026. It's going to happen. Okay. Oh, there we go. A little bit more focused. So there's the little cave that shows it's was blasted out, I believe, but there's potential caves behind. Who knows? But this was the drive-by on the way through into Utah. Hey, very nice. Multi-super Kalal-ish. Toward New Mexico, near Tucson. Okay. I need to go to Tucson, so we'll make it happen in 2026. All right, so the Beehive, super suspect geology. Like, could those all be different faces from a totem or some sort of monument? Was there function to this? Was it an old cathedral? I'm not sure, but it is suspect as heck, to say the least. And on the way back, we stopped and hiked up to it and went inside that little entrance. Again, very parallel, very uniform potential construction. Very, very parallel layering. Very, very suspect. Geology, again, the beehive. So what is this? Is this a covered up entrance? Maybe. Is that the real entrance that got covered? Could be. Could well be. Could be the beehive. And then next one over. What is this? And then forming of an arch or covering up of an entrance arch? Not sure. Just every which way you go, suspect geology in these. So that was the beehive. This is more the one we were just looking at the other side of. And these arches were freaking wild, so huge. I don't know where we didn't drive up to them. I definitely want to go back and spend a day taking a drone to this one, because these are huge caves, potentially. Huge caves. I think it's the opposite side of Canyonlands National Park, or just before it, just east of it, west of it. All very suspect geology. Sorry, taking these pictures while we were driving. And what the heck? Why? I thought I had pictures of Shiprock before this, but I guess it's after. I thought I had some on the way there. Guess I missed the album. Oh, it's probably before everything. They'll be on the way back. Had to go by it twice, so. Right, and there's all the petroglyphs too. There's so much the message, like, it's the wildest landscape of suspect geology I've ever encountered. Looks like a building. Looks like a total palace building with grand entrance, 2 domes. Just another butte on the mesa. Like, each area deserves its own day of, or week of exploring, really. It could spend a lifetime through here and never find all the secrets. Again, another cave arch butte, I guess. Another cave arch. There's literally tens of thousands of them in this area, and none of them really seem natural. And we got good old Hole in the Rock. We stopped by there on the way back, but that's what it looks like as you drive by quickly. It's like all suspect geology. What was destroyed? What was there originally? Yeah, the Ute Mountain looks like the sleeping Navajo, and yeah, the Navajo Nation we drive through on this trip. It was at the start, but I missed those pictures. But it's also at the end of this photo scroll. So we will get to Navajo Nation at the end. Just suspect geology every which way, especially when you get in towards MOAB. Arches National Park, just absolutely wild. Are these mounds or pyramid eroded? I'm not sure. Very, very suspect geology, to say the least. Forts, potentially. Monuments, potentially. Castles, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Just some initial observations of how suspect it is. All right. Inside MOAB. Like, each one of these so wild. This town of MOAB, entering in, and then as we drive through MOAB, I took a lot of pictures. Not all of them great. Some of them, ooh, this is a goodie. All sorts of crazy geology, right? I can't wait to go back next summer and do some biking, some hiking, and hopefully some quadding, because it is just surreal. And the pictures don't do it justice for how wild and foreign this land really is. And suspect geology every which way. Oh, and then we're pulling up, I believe, to Arches National Park here. And this is when we drove in at night. And then on the way back, we did it daytime, and it was even more suspect and wild. I believe this is the Colorado River actually here. And so we're just crossing it, going to MOAB, or leaving MOAB into Arches National Park. Like, suspect geology everywhere. Okay, is this driving up? I think this is still the highway. Gotta go around a couple corner canyons. And just red rock everywhere. Right? Very sus indeed. Diesel in New Jersey. And I will make you a mod in a minute. My apologies. Multitasking. Everyone's a mod on my channel. Okay, that's still highway. Oh, I took a lot of pictures, no doubt. No wonder it took 2 hours to transfer the files over from my phone. I did try to start earlier, but, well, it took 2 hours to transfer all the photos over. Because that took 1,000 or more. Probably more. Ooh. Don't mute that, my bad. Sorry. All right, still on the highway. And then come on. It's not going to let me. Darn it. All right, my apologies. I'm going to have to mod you once it's done because it's not letting me access it. Oh, maybe. There we go. There we go. Now you're a mod. Okay, let's continue. Skip through just ruins, like massive catastrophe maybe that caused all of this. Oh, we're a quarter mile away. And getting to more sus geology that is all of Arches National Park. Come on. I've taken too many pictures. Like just standing monoliths that don't know how they're still standing, yet there they are. And this is driving up to the entrance. Sorry for some of the blurry pictures. Okay, look at this. Like, look at these giant monoliths and cliff faces. So this is the entrance to Arches National Park. And caves and what look like eroded monuments, suspect geology everywhere. Everywhere. Right? And columns for sure. And I just don't know how sandstone is supposed to have eroded and fractured like this. Just standing rocks everywhere. Standing rocks everywhere. This looks like a potential monument or carving here. Face, long hat, head. Right? Just eroded monuments, potentially. Eroded statues. Or were they blown to pieces too? Potentially. Back over the valley. And then the cliff faces. Get around one, the next one just gets more and more mysterious and unique and awe-inspiring. Like, is that a face? Potentially. Another one here, potentially. Can't all be pareidolia. One looking up right there. Eyes, nose, mouth. Looks very Egyptian-like. And these pictures taken at sunset, but no, we drove through. And so this set is nighttime, and then there will be more daytime ones at the second half of this photo album. As we came back, arch right there. And like that looks kind of palace-like or even cathedral-esque. Like, is that an old cathedral with the grand entrance eroded? I don't know. Very suspect. And very block-like layering, as always. Oh, I love the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon, another spot that connects to all of this that suspect geology? Could it be remnants of a far lost and gone super civilization? Possibly. I suspect so. Either way, very, very awe-inspiring every which way, and acoustically is that amphitheater style? Maybe right there. Speaking. Potential monuments. I think these ones are the Three Kings, they're called. That's looking pretty castle-like-esque. Very building-like. What's on that side even? I'd like to see the front of it. A little blurry, but potential monuments or carvings. Everything just very suspect. Well, if they're in the wind, friction vixen, I hope so. In the wind of the lands. Almost castle-like indeed. We actually spread my friend's mom's ashes on Mount Yamnuska, a site that's also, we believe, suspect. So here's the three supposed kings. This one also looking face-like and face-like. Very suspect. And they all seem like they have like the elongated heads or hats sort of deal. And everything very castle-like. Very castle-esque. Like that looks like castle. That looks pretty castle-like. Three kings again. Right? Round. That took me a lot of photos. Oh, that didn't work out. Very face-like. Very elongated heads like, if they are. Very head like there and head like there potentially. Very suspect, to say the least. Anamorphic potentially. Pretty face-like though. Pretty suspect. Oh, we got an arch right there. Like, how does that happen? How do you get a perfect hole like that? I don't know. Very suspect. Like, you'd think all of this would erode out. I don't know. Very, very face-like, right? Good day. Good day. Well, welcome. And then it's like very block-like in between the two faces or potentials, carvings. Say very suspect geology, to say the least, each time. And oops, sorry, just trying to make everyone a mod if my phone will load and allow it. Again, The hole there, the arch, very suspect. And why is my phone not loading? All right. Anyways, hopefully it does in a moment. But again, very parallel lines. Is it just coincidence, or is it constructed? Like, that looks like an ancient well, carving, really. I think they're monuments. And we continue on to more suspect geology. And Calyx is back. Good to see you, Calyx. And then we get more castle-like structure-ish. Are they all... Oh, right, this one looks like a monument, potentially. Some sort of guardian, potentially. All very castle-esque. Quite possibly. Potential. And like too uniform, these caves and what's on top, like very, very suspect. Like, just looks like giant megalithic structures. Like, what the heck is this thing sticking out? These parallel caves, like very, very interesting. Like caves throughout at the same parallel levels, and then what look like elongated heads potentially up there. Oh yeah, the petroglyphs, absolutely. And sorry, Friction Vixen, I will make you moderator when my phone allows me to access it. All right, so again, big caves, big suspect caves. Are those entrances in? Is that where giants used to live, or maybe even still do, or are buried? Could well be. Could well be. Is that depicting one of the former giants? Potentially. Very megalithic looking again. Very suspect. Very uniform. These stairs or terraces for Titans, where they were growing stuff at one point. Maybe. I don't know. Very, very interesting. Very suspect geology. Is that a Titan hand? I don't know. Are those guardians? Maybe. All super suspect, to say the least. And like, this is just the very, very beginning of Arches National Park. It goes on for tens of miles, and this is just by the entrance. And this was the sneak a peek at night. Part 2, we'll go into the full day trip. of what we found and explored the breathtaking arches that I just don't see how they could be natural. Again, look at more suspect caves and parallel layers, lines. It's so intriguing and very suspect. Very, very, very suspect. Doesn't make sense under the standard model. Dish almost, bowl. Okay. More castle and monument looking areas that former pyramid mounds eroded, buildings potentially. Is that a giant behind there? Is that covered up? I'm not sure. Or a giant cave with a giant in it, I should say. Ooh, I want to see the petrified forest for sure. The whole air, everything is just wild. And sorry for clicking fast because there's just so many. And I want to get to some of the good ones. Oh, that's Bernie. What the heck are these things? Monoliths. Phallic monolith. Totem pole. I don't know. Carving. And then we get to more big arches. Suspect geology 101. Like, these arches are everywhere and huge. Just massive. And there's literally, I believe, 2,000 of them in Arches National Park alone. And suspect geology throughout. Very castle-like. Very, very castle-like. What the heck are these out, right? Balancing rock, I believe it's called. Very suspect. This looks like another sculpture, another potential sculpture. Those melted buildings with entrances. Like, just everything is wild and super, super suspect, to say the least. Come on. Another balancing rock. Right? Me too. Me too. So Like how is that? How is that still a thing? Yet there it stands. Very suspect geology. Like, that looks like it should crumble, yet there it is. Okay, so I am going to take me a little water break and play a few-minute intro while I get the next set of pictures up and ready. So, unos momentos, por favor, while we play the old rock intro, and I will be back in 5 minutes. So don't go anywhere. Part 2 coming up. All right, did it stop? I think it stopped. Okay, we're back. We're back for part 2. Part 2, Arches National Park. And yes, I am going solo tonight, Calix. And here we have a delicate arch, and you can see the size of people, size of my scroller basically, and how is that formed on top of a cliff? I am not sure. It's pretty wild. And it is known as delicate arch, and that almost looks kind of sphinxish there. Again, these faces? It can't all be pareidolia. Again, delicate arch and the size of the people. Oops, yes, I should move the comments so you can see the people. And delicate arch. It's a wild one. We started off, there we go, delicate arch. And just huge. Just huge. And didn't climb up underneath that one. We were one ridge line over. There's Aidan, my man Aidan. And there is delicate arch. The ridge line climbed up to get there. Quite huge. Quite breathtaking. I have not been to Bryce Canyon, but I need to go. It's definitely on the bucket list for sure. Another super sus spot, no doubt about it. Need to get me to Bryce Canyon at some point. There you can see some people under delicate arch. And the geology, very suspect geology. Every which way. A look. And again, delicate arch. And here we got cactus, some lichen. Oh, there's BurnEye. There's BurnEye, and there's Carol in the background. Delicate arch above. Okay, enough BurnEye photos. Too many BurnEye photos. I took selfies. Don't judge me. More interesting buttes and formations. Oh, there's Carol. There's delicate arch. And some of the scenery. Oh, there we go. There's BurnEye sitting by the arch in the front. Oh, no. No, just kidding. Oh, there I am in front of it. Okay. Gotta frame these pictures someday. Again, more suspect, suspect geology. And is that a tower? 2 columns? I don't know, but she's looking very suspect, to say the least. Very interesting. Like building towers? I don't know. Chimneys? I don't know. Don't know. Another arch. And they're all actually huge. Doesn't really do it justice from how far away they are. And they're literally everywhere in Arches National Park. All very suspect geology. Awe-inspiring and beautiful, that's for sure. And just arches everywhere. Arches and caves. Like, how do you get that arch hole? I don't know. Yet there it is. Suspect geology. Okay, and then we will get, another suspect. And is it a megalith? I don't know. Concave bowl. And this area, I believe, is Devil's Garden. Or no, first there's this crazy arch I forget the name of. It's pretty wild, pretty huge, pretty big arch. And right, all just suspect geology. Former home of giants, potentially. Giants and Titan castles. Very suspect. Ah, that's the one you climbed. I'm Canadian, so we did that a month ago. But hopefully all of you had a wonderful turkey weekend. So this one we just hiked up to the bottom of. We didn't hike up the top on the other side. So Super KL, you got one up on me if you were up there. Oh, Bernie, more selfies. More selfies. Too many selfies. That's okay. Proof. I was there. I was underneath it. And that's what it looks like for someone up there, or the scale of size of how big this arch actually is. That's person, and that's the arch. And more suspect looking geology-ish. Get closer. Good night. To sleep well, my friends. Much love, Friction Vixen. Sleep well. Okay, as we continue on under the arch. It's a darn big arch. Oh, more selfies under the arch. Oh, wow. Wow, took a lot of selfies there. That's okay. Oh, see, some of them don't turn out. That's why you got to take so many. That's underneath it. So they're kind of like giant walls, almost like buildings, kind of, that pieces that have possibly fallen down of the building. That would be my guess. And lots of it's probably buried under all the sand. All very suspect geology. Kind of look like buildings. And we shall continue on. So here, I believe there we go. This is Devil's Garden. Entering. This is on the way to Landscape Arch, I do believe. And super suspect geology throughout all of this area. That's why they call it Devil's Garden. Is that like a Titan? Sitting, sleeping? Maybe? I don't know. But just wild. Touch Devil's Garden. I don't think that's how it formed. This right here, don't think that's how it quite happened. But that's their narrative. Kind of looks like some buildings. Or some Titans. And very uniform block-like, castle-like structures. And oh, there we got landscape arch. This thing should be called delicate art. Should be called this is impossible and shouldn't be standing. But as we get closer, and yes, I hiked this in the August summer heat, and this landscape arch, just wild. And another arch to the right of it. There's BurnEye front of landscape arch. But we shall skip forwards. This is why you take so many pictures, because eventually you get a good one. And there's me and Aidan right in front of landscape arch. And how the heck is this thing still standing? Like, it's pretty wild, right? I agree, multi-super hello. Hope I'm saying that right. And it's just like, this isn't what fell from that. This was built. Maybe that fell from right there. That's about it. Like, just wild. This landscape arch. Right? Like, hey, good to see you, Rachel Osborne. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Right, this is as sus geology as it gets. The quote-unquote landscape arch. So nothing behind it for a huge area, and just this massive bridge. Massive bridge. It doesn't really compute how that, like, is there rebar going through it like when it was built? I don't understand how that is standing. Yet it's there, so I got to see it and experience it, and I recommend everybody else do the same. And shout out Carol and Aidan that got to come there with me and do it. Like, this did not, like, super sus. And what's this guy back here? That he's hiding behind that, maybe? I don't know. Giants are known to move boulders in front of their cave entrances. For those that did not know. And monoliths just everywhere. And more arch window bridges everywhere. Like, this one is truly mind-boggling. Super assess in geology. Is this Jar Jar Binks? I don't know. Don't know. Like, look at that. Like, I have to wonder, because how? Like, look at this part here. Like, how? Like, something else. Truly something else. I play on. I like that. I like that reference. This one just landscape arch, because it takes the breath away of the landscape of how in the world is it standing. Oh, I think we know. Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Because then it kind of, if it's from erosion, how has it remained standing for so long and not eroded? Would be the next question. Oh, more Bernie in front of landscape. Forgive me. Forgive the selfies. Oh, it's like a little movie. Ooh, Bernie's photo shoot. Yay. Oh, I'm stoked. I wish I was there. That's why we're going through memory lane right now, because back in Calgary and there's a foot of snow outside. So we're warming up with memories of summer, August in the Utah desert in Devil's Garden. Quite possible. Like, any guess is as good as mine, right? Like, who knows what it could be, right? Like, oh yeah, to the arch. That's the pointing finger, not the middle finger. All right, we're looking at Bernie's photo shoot. I was pointing to the arch, because it really takes your breath away when you're there. I took 100 selfies of this, 100 pictures at least of this arch, because it's just wild. Just, that's good. That's good. I'm glad I'm able to give humor and laughs along with, see, white sun. Look at, so I gotta point this out, because it's not yellow, it's a white sun here. So again, white sun. We are now in the age of a white pulsar. And there's your evidence from the Utah summer of the white sun, right next to landscape impossible arch, or impossible landscape arch. It should be impossible landscape arch. Maybe that's the real name. I couldn't agree more. It definitely needs LiDAR done to this entire area, like all like 500 miles of everything around here. Just wild. But MOAB's definitely in the middle of it. Oh, look at that. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. See there, I'm blocking out the sun. All right. More Devil's Garden. What is that? And are these broken statues? Like, did they hack off pieces of the originals? Very block-like. Very suspect. Oh, we got a chipmunk. We got a little chipmunk. Yeah. Definitely can agree with that, except for the We're exposing it all with little chipmunk here. Little chipmunks sharing the stories. What's hidden in Devil's Garden. Very suspect geology. It's like, I'll let you decide. I won't even put it out there. Make your own observations. And then this, this big old thing. Like, that looks like evidence of like machining potentially, or something scraping, digging the holes and arches other than what they claimed. I don't know what the heck is that down there. I'm not sure. Very, very sus, to say the least. Suspect geology. A very suspect geology. Again, elongated head potentially. Is that hair, dreadlocks, hair that got taken off? Mouth, nose, eyes, brow, elongated head. That's kind of what I see. Right? Could be. Very, very suspect. Like teeth even in the mouth, the nose, eye, potentially. Some sort of anamorphic nose, eye, mouth with teeth, potentially. Right? Yeah, yeah. I do agree that one kind of did. Very, very suspect geology. Oh, more BurnEye selfies. I was there. I was there. Evidence. Evidence. Like, suspect geology. Aidan and Carol at the top of this sandy crevasse. And again, more suspect geology in the distance. Looking kind of castle-ish. Castle-ish. Very castle-ish. This one almost looking Bryce Canyon-ish and castle-ish. Like, very suspect parallel layering. Very suspect. All the arches, just entrances, doorways, ancient portals, all sorts of legends and stories. Yeah, Rockwall in Texas. That one I want to check out as well. Very suspect. Very, very suspect. Right? At the very least. Looks like faces with bigger heads. I tend to find. And is that a hand or a foot of a titan sticking out? Oh, maybe that's the eroded thumb. I don't know. Like, what the heck? Got two giant titan logs that are petrified there? I don't even know. Don't even know. Very suspect. And then underneath, or is that like a rhino? Titan rhino? I don't know. Like dog head, right? Like it's all just so suspect. It could be all of the above, like any of the above. It's just wild stuff. Cylinders for sure. Like suspect geology 101 right here. And then there's this one that definitely looks like a guardian figure. Monolith. Looks like it's got like the arms and stuff even. And is that a building that goes into? Very block-like. Cave entrance. Very suspect. Got caves, block-like. And the long head, like Easter Island. Very suspect. Very suspect geology, to say the least. The heck? Are they just totems? That one's pretty phallic. That one's pretty castle-like. Right? It's just like, what in the actual heck would make all of these? Like, it's so wild. Like, none of it makes sense. Well, at least the official story. Kind of Sphinx-like. Kind of castle-like. Kind of Mother Mary-like. Little castle down there. And caves up there. Just wild stuff. Very, very suspect geology. Right? And walls everywhere. Like straight wall. coming out at a 90-degree angle from this wall. Like suspect, 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 very suspect, very suspect, suspect. That's some sus geology right there. We'll have to do that on our next look at Easter Island. We've taken a look a few times. I love that place. I need to go there someday, and I will make sure to check that. Right? Some stuff looking very carved. And then ooh. Suspecting, suspect, suspects. Very, very intriguing. Almost pyramidal. Arch. Arch and arch entry, potentially. Just every which way. Very suspect stuff. Yeah, it does look like Martians, potentially, right? Or what we'd imagine as Martians, but maybe they're just from here all along and living underground. Beaks, bird head people, potentially. Lots of anamorphic characters and statues, potentially, just like in Egypt or South America. It's the time before time. Very suspect geology every which way in this park. Like, that looks like a carved statue face. Like brow, eye, nose, mouth, lips, chin, hands probably, legs and feet. I believe the three kings from the other side. Heads, heads, heads. Or maybe it's a different one. Just every which way monuments. Look at that. Again, brow, eyes, nose, mouth, chin, hat. Very Egyptian looking. What the heck is that? Interesting. Suspect geology. Again, potential monuments. Very suspect. Very suspect geology. Could that be like carvings and runes? Maybe. Some sort of ancient hieroglyphics that are eroded? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Very suspect. That looks like brick mud castle. Like, that definitely looks Yeah, I'm starting to be a big fan of panspermia potentially being more likely the case. But like that looks like Mud's brick castle remains right there, wall of. So what is that as well? Potentially blocking off entrances from a more recent habitation. Again, like this big something carving in there. Is that the door behind cave entrance? Maybe. Interesting. Very suspect. Very suspect, right? It does look Cambodian temples for sure. Like, shout out Walter Bosley and his the worldwide Vedic civilization, right? Potentially could be remnants of the ancient Vedic civilization from around, but it's like it was some sort of lost global civilization of the past. Very suspect geology. Again, like that's mud brick castle. Right? Petra carved very similar. I agree. This totally reminds me of Petra. And what's in behind, right? Like, this is what they built the road around. What's hidden behind these things? See, there's a corner of a castle, a mud brick castle there. And then look at how square these are. Oh, looks like a face. Like, clear. What? Just so much that. What are we actually looking at? Like, looks like corners of buildings. And hey, good to see you, Trevor Plant. Welcome. Like there's just there's again completely white sun. Very sus. Like, is that hieroglyphics in cuneiform? Might be quite eroded. Might be proto even. Potentially, who knows? Very suspect. All very suspect. And what's on the other sides, right? Because they don't allow drones. You're not allowed to drone this area. Right? This guy, potential face, potential face. Potential faces are the ancient totems. Definite walls. Who knows? But definitely worth going and taking your own trip to MOAB, Arches National Park, and Canyonlands National Park, which I didn't get to go to this time, but hopefully next year. This just outside of MOAB, back in MOAB, and MOAB also being a head of or a hotspot for UFOs and UAP sightings too. Nice creek that goes through MOAB, and we hiked that canyon, and my God, is it an oasis? Some people, nice fellers I met while hiking in Arches Park and then saw them on the street later. Lovely folks. Here we got this giant green freaking cricket thing that was like a few inches. It's like 4 inches in size. It's pretty big. Oh, here we go. This is further up the creek into the canyon and the canyon oasis. And this was one of the most epic hikes ever did. Shout out Michael Esoteric Gold for letting us know about this one. And with Aidan and Carol, we had just the time hiking this one. And a true canyon oasis, desert canyon oasis. So it goes up behind MOAB, and then we hike behind the old settler dam. And well, this is where we found some petroglyphs and the ultimate swimming hole ever. There's Carol and Aidan. And in this hole, some ancient mud. So this is an interesting layer we found. And then some carvings. I don't know if there's petroglyph. No, not in this one. But there's a fascinating little cave hole. And then we kept going. And you keep going. And you go further and further back. There's lots of vegetation and flowers. And lots of little critters. All sorts of reptiles and life. And skinks and animals. Nole and skinks. And then again, we get into this canyon systems, and there's some arches as we get further back, and it's truly an oasis of the best kind, this water canyon. And the swimming hole, my goodness gracious. So I guess that's the starting of an arch. Oh, we got an anole, got a little anole there. Or maybe that's type of game. One or the other. More reptile life. Rep life. We got Carol. Shout out Carol. And then we continue up the canyon. Oh, we got selfies. There's Bernie in the canyon oasis. Oh yeah, having a time. And oh, there's a little swim hole, but that's not the swim hole. We're getting close though. Rep life. Right, everyone should care for Earth mods. Mother Nature is the best. Oh, we got the swim hole. There's Bernie at the swim hole. And this swim hole, let me tell you, this is the oasis of swim holes that if you're in MOAB, you need to find this and you need to swim it because it's as epic as it gets. It did seem deep enough. People were jumping in at the end, but cliff jumping, use your own discretion and safety. It's oh, we got another lizard and another lizard. See, there's lizards everywhere. They're all over. Oh, there's Bernie. There's my back with the bear. Oh, snap. There's Bernie going for a swim. Oh, there's Bernie swimming. Oh yeah. Ooh. It was nice. It was a little chilly, but it was refreshing as heck. There we go. There we go. Swimming. Made a little little swim area for all the fish. There's a lot of fish in this oasis. And then continue on. Oh, there's more selfies in the old swim hole because I freaking love it and it's epic as heck. Oh, we got more reptiles. So it's full of lizards and reptiles though, and fish. So got to be comfortable with rep life and nature. But it's one heck of a place. And then up top, and then there's the water chutes, the waterfall down. There's the waterfall down. And from the top of the swimming hole. Pretty freaking epic. It's the oasis of Oasis behind MOAB, the place to be. Highly recommend it. Once in a lifetime experience, but I hope to go back every year. Oh, we found the shell of a crayfish. More happy BurnEye doing selfies. I'm like, heck yeah, I'm above the Oasis swim hole. It's amazing. All right, about 100 more selfies. Oh, no. Oh, there's someone about to jump. All right, we continue up. It's just so beautiful. And then this is above, where we're following the canyon up some more. And then there was this arch. And below this arch, shout out to Aidan and Carol, they hiked up here. I didn't have, I had flip-flops, so I didn't risk it because it was rather steep, but they did. And see, there's Carol right there, and Aidan either in front of, maybe up there. They found some awesome petroglyphs. Oh, no, there's Aidan behind. Carol's leading the way. So there we got Aidan. And then we got Carol leading the way. And then up here, they found a bunch of petroglyphs. And I went up to this arch. And don't worry, there's going to be a second episode on this where we go over Carol and Aidan's photos, as well as the mini shorts that I filmed, and we'll look at their petroglyphs. But don't worry, we found some more of our own petroglyphs too. All right, that big cave, an arch, another arch, all over. My goodness, so many photos. Oh, it's like I found me an arrowhead, a settler bottle glass arrowhead, that is. Kind of looks like a skullish, kind of crazy. And so many photos. So many photos. Good memories. Love this place. Can't wait to go back. So this is behind MOAB. Oh, here we got into this cave. There I am in front of the cave. Running in the cave. It's like, how does it erode back like that? That doesn't make sense. Right? Like, where's the water coming from? It's not. It's coming out this way. Now, think about it. That is super sus geology. That breaks the narrative. because how's it eroding from up above and inside? It's not. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work like that. Animal tracks? Chupacabra tracks. Oh, and then I just had a blast going back in the creek. Walking down the creek. The oasis. Canyon Oasis. I suspect that geology is sus as well, Alex. I suss that too. Very sus geology. Very sus. It's so beautiful. A true canyon desert oasis. We found a tadpole. Big old tadpole. A little different than Dawson's Creek, I would say. Maybe Smith Creek? Joe? I don't know. Someone's Creek. Savior Creek. MOAB Creek. MOAB Canyon Oasis Creek. That's what I'm calling it. Suspect geology everywhere. Oh, there's a burning head. Oh, there we go. And this is the one that had the structures and the petroglyphs up top. There was Carolyn's Aidan coming back down. More BurnEye selfies. More water spots. It was just so beautiful and amazing. Oh, there's Carolyn Aidan back. And we're getting close to the end of this episode, running out of time, so I'm trying to get through to get all of you to see the petroglyphs. So now we are back at the watering hole. That was probably the coolest watering hole ever. The diving hole, the swim hole, the canyon, waterfall, cliff jumping, everything epic spot. And right, this is in August. Got to do August summer in the canyons. Oh, look at that. People climbing up the waterfall. And more BurnEye selfies on top of the canyon. Yeah. All right. I agree. And we will. Oh, bam! We made it. We made it to the petroglyphs. And like bare feet, paws, bare paws, and big human foot, and horned being thing, and these like the canyon river maps, I think. And then like, what do we have here? Like the winged horned guys. And another one. We got all sorts of stuff going on here. A lot to break down in these legit petroglyphs. Oh, you bet. You bet I got pictures of some legit petroglyphs of me own, because it wouldn't have been the same if I hadn't, right? Like, look at these guys. What the heck are they? And it's like they had like claw feet. Like very strange. And then in the background we got more. Oh yeah. So what the heck are they? Like scrapes into one. Like it's fascinating. And like there you can see an animal, but what are these guys? Snake or something, or maybe the river valley. Another one. Spiral. Foot. And like, what are they? You don't do deer like that. You only do standing things, right? Angels, right? Could be. Right? But it's like they're walking, whatever they are. They're bipedal, what they're depicting. See, there's an animal, like the head, the horns, the two hoofs, the tail. It's not one of these. Like that may be an owl, but what are these guys with arms, legs, and kilts or something? Clothing. Very fascinating. Right? Is it alien? Right? Maybe what we looked like once. Could be. There's the ant people, or the elk people, or the giants with their old headdresses. Very fascinating. Pretty mind-blowing. The headdresses, yes. The headdresses like shown in the Burroughs Cave and the Brewer's Cave, as well as some of the Crespi collection too. Gonna have to get into Terry Carter about that, Sam, in our next episode together. Right, and the footprint in between them too. Very fascinating. And then we got, if it's gonna load. Oh, that one not load. Okay. This one does. Come on. See, I had to take so many photos because got to get every angle. But there we go to the other side. Because again, like, is that the Canyon River? Is that a foot or a bear? See, that's got to be a bear print because you also have the freaking fangs or cougar something, right? But you can see the fangs and the separation. So maybe bear tracks. I'm not sure. And then, or is it this monster? Is that the tracks they're leaving? Is that a snake or is that a river? There's a lot of questions, a lot of evidence, right? And then again, got the points of the claws, not fangs, the claws on top of them. So what does that mean? That means that they definitely are not human and that those are some sort of animal slash predator with the claws. There's a normal, like elk or deer or something. And again, one of those guys. Oh, we got BurnEye in front. You best believe. Oh, could be a dragon. Best believe I did not leave a mark, because you'd best not, or you get an arse whooping if you do, because they've lasted thousands, tens of thousands of years. Better not destroy it. Again, we have the footprint with the claws, and we have a ram antelope or something, snake potentially, river potentially, and sun, tree, not sure. Could be parts of the map that they're depicting. And then again, one of these guys with the horns, the wings, and the legs. And then the backside. Screw you, Ray. Ray shouldn't have put your name in there. Where we got an antelope or a ram. Again, is this like the map of the intersections of the canyon, probably? Right, like how the canyon meanders and goes up, I'm assuming. It makes sense. That's why they're at these are put or carved right at the intersection of two canyons just above the water line. You got to go up a little bit and find it. And then it's like, what do we got here? Is that original? I don't know, because that looks like graffiti, but that could be original. So could that. Or it could have been afterwards, like a Mason or a Templar marking afterwards, or Spanish symbols. Again, part of the map, but destroyed. With the claws, very interesting. And it's like, what were these and why were they chipped away? Right? Okay, well, on this epic note, we are going to call her a day, a night, and thank you all for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed my trip through MOAB with me, and the reflections and the memories and lots of beautiful, beautiful scenery, suspect geology, and mysterious ancient petroglyph carvings documented and shown. I highly recommend everyone make it to this site on your bucket list and join me there again next year. It's in between Tesla Tech and Moonlight Gathering, so hopefully I'll be back to both. It is 12:12 a.m. where I am, and wherever you are, have a blessed day, and we'll see you again on the next one.
You crazy mother. Yeah. It's just